Welcome, Mitul. Welcome. Happy to see you here in the community. It's an honor for us.
Thank you, sir.
Everyone is to you, Mitul, right now.
Yeah. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible, Mitul. So,
Yeah.
Mitul, first of all, welcome back to the community. You have always been
Thank
taking
you.
sessions, mock interviews, being
Yeah.
always there for community, and dozens of students who have got under your mocks and guidance have reached to the top of the top colleges. So, everyone, give big round of applause to Mitul. Thank you very much, Mitul, for your always being there for the community. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you. So, Mitul,
Yeah.
everyone would love to know a bit about your background, like from where you are coming, what you are doing right now. Everyone would
Sure.
love to understand.
Sure. I will definitely cover that. And I haven't kind of wrapped my day for work. Okay, so in between I have come for this session. But to quickly introduce myself, as Mayur sir introduced me, I have completed my MBA from IIM Indore in 2021, and I joined the community, I guess, in 2018. And on the in the same year, I applied for multiple B schools, and I am taking an assumption that there may be a number of students who are targeting TISNET. So I applied for TISNET as well, and I kind of cracked the exam, but I was not selected post the interview. So definitely the first step for this preparation is like, the other things are also there, but when we come to the documentation part, okay, the first step is to apply to the multiple colleges. One important aspect you will learn during your tenure at this school is to mitigate your risk, and one of the risk mitigation strategies to apply at multiple B schools. You may be confident that you will crack ABC or TISNET or Excel for that reason. Okay, but it's always better to have offer letter for from 5 institute or 10 institute or 15 institute, rather than just applying to 5 institute and get nothing. Okay, so uh, you some of the students may be thinking about from the financial perspective, but from my personal experience I can say that you can invest that amount. Okay, at the end of the day, if you will be cracking 5 exams or 5 colleges, it's always better to select one rather than having nothing after the examinations. Okay,
Mm,
so like first step would always be to keep a track of the application of the institute. You can select, like you can pick and select that I don't want to go for any tier 2 or tier 3 colleges. I leave it up to your personal discretion. But for tier 1, go for all the institute, even doesn't matter I am non-IIM. Okay, just go for it. You can always decide to opt out of the institute whenever you want, like definitely before the admission, but you always have that option, but always keep yourself open to that option. So that is first point which can come in my mind. And to give some background, I have completed my mechanical engineering from MS University of Baroda. That was in 2017. After that, I had worked for a couple of years with Western Corporation Limited in a mechanical maintenance kind of a role, which was more of a project management kind of a role. And then I started preparation of B school examination like at TISNET and all other examination. And I had received call from IIM Indore and several other IIMs, and I had cracked multiple IIMs, but then I decided to go with IIM Indore. So that's a brief. And talking about myself, uh, as sir mentioned, I'm kind of an introvert person, but I have given a detailed testimony or review of the institute, which may be available on Google as well, where you can go and read that. Okay, uh, MBA is not kind of a thing that you do something and you complete it. It is a kind of a journey, and I had taken it as a journey for my personal development. Okay. Before, yeah, before I cracked the exam or any interview or anything, I had wrote that review of the institute, that this is a journey and how the community and Vivek sir has helped me to take up this journey, and how I have transformed myself. Because like, being an introvert person, and I am doing hardcore B2B sales for last 3 years. Okay. So definitely learning is there. Okay. But I'm
Awesome,
doing
Mitul.
hardcore B2B sales for last 3 years. And it is like, somewhere, some point in your life, you need to decide that now I want to go out of my comfort zone. So that was sort of a decision I had taken. So that was a decision which I had taken some point in time in my life. Okay. And definitely Vivek sir had helped me a lot. And all those things were very useful in all the interactions during the interviews, and all those things are there. But those things, I still feel those are kind of a secondary thing for me. For me, the primary thing is that I have that confidence that, like, even for this meeting, I did not had any context. I was just given a brief that you need to talk to a community of students. That was the one liner brief. Okay. So primary thing is the confidence which I have developed over period of the time. But that foundation was always there during the preparation for the B schools. So regardless of what exam you are appearing or what are you doing, always try to work on yourself, your communication skill, your confidence, and rest of the things will fall into place. That's all I can say at this stage. Okay. And yeah, definitely there are multiple factors: how you are studying, what you are studying, strategy of deciding what you are going to work upon. Okay. Because there are n number of things for the different exams, but definitely there needs to be some strategy to go after. Because there is very limited time, and in that time, like, you need to take proper benefit of that time, and you need to optimize your time to get good marks. Okay. That is the most important things, one of the most important thing when it comes to writing the examination. Okay. Because I have first hand experience when I appeared in the very first year of the examination. Many things I could not attend. Later on, after submitting paper, when I saw the questions, where those were pretty simple questions. Okay. So it's always better to decide or go through the question and decide, I'm definitely going for this ABC questions. Then you can try for another XYZ question, and then if time permits, then go for another two, three, four, five, whatever questions are there. But definitely uh, deciding what questions you are going to attempt in the written examination, that is also, like, that is one of the most important things. Okay. So uh, you need to work on that strategy, and all these things will come to practice. Okay. Practice is like one of the most important things. So uh, more and more you practice about writing the exams and what to select, not to select, and all those things, that will come. You will figure that thing out once you write 10 or 15 papers for any particular exam. Okay. Because if you ask me, in 10 or 15 papers, like, you will have fair idea what the exam is asking from you. You will have fair idea what the paper setter is trying to check from you. And at the high level, it is not going to change anytime soon. Okay. Every exam is designed with particular kind of intentions from the particular institutes. Okay. So they, like, the core is going to be there. It is not going to be changed anytime soon. The format may be changed, but it's important to crack the core. Okay. That this particular institute wants to see this ABC XYZ quality from you, that you will be able to crack once you will solve 10 or 15
Hmm.
papers from particular institute, okay, or particular exam for that matter. So
One thing,
that,
a lot of students, one thing that Vivek sir also highlighted to me, that you applied for multiple exams and multiple colleges, where a lot of students are worried about college forms, exam forms, fees. अगर मेरा पास नहीं हुआ तो मेरे पैसे waste चले जाएंगे and all. And a lot of people who are, in this community right now are at the place of filling up the forms for CAT or NMAT or TIS, all the exams. What was your psychology? I want to understand your psychology. Didn't you had the fear कि यार पैसे waste हो जाएंगे एग्जाम के अगर क्लियर नहीं हुआ तो? How you overcome that mindset?
okay, so I am kind of a person who is very kind of uh well, you can like I cannot find better words, so I'm using a word that who thinks negative things first. Okay. Uh you may listen 1,000 times in a day that think positive and don't think negative, but negative is also important in life. If you don't think negative, you will never be able to imagine your risk, and you will never be able to mitigate them in your life. So I would always think negative ki इसमें नहीं हुआ, okay, I will not be able to crack ABC exam, then what will I do? So I always thought that rather than going with that approach, let's go for tier one institutes. Okay, I don't want to go to tier two or tier three. That was very clear thought in my mind based on particular candidates condition, as in what are the financial condition, if that candidate is having any jobs in hand, okay, if the candidate is working or not. Based on all this parameter, that candidate can decide that I don't want to go for these colleges, okay, or I just want to go for this colleges, and in the worst case scenario, this could be my last option if I clear it, okay. And if you are like in more kind of a situation where you sort of feel that I am trapped in a position, then you can take one more level down college, that कुछ नहीं हुआ तो इसमें चला जाऊं, something like that, okay. And you can go one level down as well, because you take some decision today, but after 1 month or 2 months, or at the time of result, you can later on, rather than regretting that I did not apply for this particular college and right now I don't have any calls or I don't have any converts, it's always better to have a call or a convert and then later to decide that let's not go with this particular college. Okay, so
Hmm.
the thought was always that he, instead of ending up with no offer letter or no converts, it's always better to have five options and then decide,
Hmm.
let's not go with this or ABC or
Awesome.
XYZ.
Thank you,
Okay.
Mitul, for giving that perspective.
Yeah.
So,
And
Mitul, one
like,
thing,
yeah.
yeah, go ahead. Complete.
So I would just highlight one more point. Okay. IITs also provide you MBA degree and they also do
Hmm.
MBA. Like this was my personal opinion that I don't want to go to any IIT to do my MBA because I have done my engineering already from an IIT, not an IIT, but from a technical college. And I don't want to go again in that similar setup because that is not going to give me enough challenge to improve myself on other aspects. Okay, so I was very clear that I don't want to go for any IITs. Okay, but but I had a job, a secure, safe job in my hand. Okay, which was giving me good money. So if you are someone who is not having any job, then you can always keep IIT as an option. Okay, because I have seen many IITs are better than some new IIMs. So
Hmm.
this is kind of a very subjective kind of a call. Okay, but I can, from the experience, I can always say that try to go safer because the
Hmm.
investment you are putting in, uh, there is like the return you are going to get, it is not comparable. Like investment is like going to be in numbers, but the kind of mental peace you are going to have after having three or five converts, and the kind of a stress you are going to have if you are not going to apply to those colleges, you cannot compare those numbers with money. I can be very upfront about those things. That and like in my MBA, like we were used to discuss a lot of things with few of the professors who are teaching us operations and all those things, because I was staying in Indore, okay, and uh, I'm doing MBA from IIM. It is also coming with a cost, okay. So we were used to do some discussions where we were used to tell them that everything is pretty expensive outside the campus. So if we go for a party, it is going to cost us XYZ. At that time, our professor were used to say that you are studying in an IIM, okay, 5 years down the line, that amount is not going to matter much to you. Okay, so don't think a lot about that right now. Just have fun, enjoy this life. You are not going to live this life again. So put it now, and you will not regret that. So
Hmm.
it's like it's always good not to have any regret.
Exactly. Thank you, Mitul, for sharing that.